Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. That is Andy Tate, the man himself, fresh from Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Luton Town 0. Andy, talk me through it, brother. Obviously, United get a win, which is what we wanted. What did you make of the performance?
Awful.
Yeah?
Awful. I had more... Me and my dog run more last 2 days on exercise and jogging and walking.
Yeah.
I had more fun with my dog than watching that. He's being honest, like, we got the result, fair enough, that's fine. But the performance, where was it? Like, did that sign mean anything last week? Or Fulham?
The sign was play like you mean it, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you think that they took it on board, they analysed it, played well Wednesday as well, 35 minutes, even with 10 men played well. And it was the same old dire performance. Not. It was awful to watch. Like, you think urgency, pressing, use the wingers, supplying Hojlund, and the one time they did supply him, he scored. It was a good save. So it was like, you said, where's the chances? Come on. I know that, let's say Luton, let's say they give a game to Liverpool last week, and then let's say they're not a pushover, but come on. It's just not acceptable, and there's no intensity, there's no pace going forward, attacking, midfield. I know Eriksen came off, Mount came on, and I said we got Hojlund sort of injured as well. Rashford again, not at the races today. He had one chance he should have scored, but it was a lacklustre first half, lacklustre second half. It was awful to watch, and it's like I said, if we went for Lindelof, it was awful. That was it. And they had one chance in the 98th minute.
Well, how concerned are you, Andy? Because I feel like we're in a bit of sort of a never-ending loop here where even the wins are emphatic and the losses are proper deflated. How worried are you about the direction of the team? Do you look at it and you go, look, he's missing some players, we can strengthen in January, he's still the right man for the job? Or do you look at it and go, there's something fundamentally rotten at United at the minute? Yeah,
there is something absolute rotten at Man United, and it's affecting everybody. It's affecting the fan base, it's affecting upstairs, it's affecting people on the pitch. Greed, poison, egos, not believing in yourselves. They, like you say, they may say they're together in the dressing room, that's fine, but you're not together on the pitch, lads, because you're not picking passes, you're not looking up. Like I say, Harry Maguire near the end, he went right forward. I thought he was going to go power through. Right, he stops. He plays a diagonal pass back. It was like watching Louis van Gaal football today, and it's not happy. It's absolutely a joke. I read my comic at half time. I read my comic.
I remember Louis van Gaal. We did the United We Stand quiz during the game. It was that bad talking about Louis van Gaal football. When we come back from this international break, what would you like to see Erik Ten Hag do? How do you think you address some of the things you've spoken about there? You've spoken about sort of, it's lacklustre. There's not the same. You said you had more energy and effort from your walking your dog. What do you think the manager does to address these issues? Because you're not the only one saying these kind of things, by the way. And I'm sure, no matter what we think of Erik Ten Hag, he's noticed this. He knows what's going on. He's not going to sat there going, this is a wonderful performance and all these players are doing everything I ask him to. What do you think he needs to do?
Well, if he keeps saying that, if he does say that, like I say, I don't expect him to, he's in denial.
Yeah, he might say it in public.
Yeah, he might say it in public,
private,
but
I'm guessing he can see what's going on.
Private, everyone can see it. You know what I mean? Even the Hubble telescope can probably see it, and they're watching it from up in space. It's dire. It's got to be addressed. Now we say it's international break. Yes, we've won. Yes, we're 3 points off the top 4. But this season we're going to lose more than we win more. We won't. I don't think we'll draw any games this season. And it's. I won't be entertained, mate. I'm going to watch Stretford Paddock next week. At least that is football to be entertained. You know what I mean?
Wow, there you go. This review is brought to you by Stephen Howson.
Yeah, I want to be entertained, and that Stevie's giving me that bloody entertainment. Well, at least I can watch a match and be entertained, and it's free.
I want to ask you about a couple of players that you've mentioned who were the forgotten men of Manchester United. Harry Maguire, I'd go 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago when it looked like he was going to go. Everyone I spoke to wanted him to go to Newcastle or to West Ham. He was linked with both clubs. Just, go, get him out the door. He's done. He's come back into the team and he's been effective and he's been an important part of these wins. Little Lindelof even, another player that people are going, Why is he starting before the game? I know you was at the game, but a lot of people going Lindelof instead of Varane. Why is he starting? You know, another one. He's got his goal today. We're seeing a few players that are stepping up, aren't we? If I'm going to be like, I don't say complimentary, but give people credit where it's due. It's not all doom and gloom if I look at this team.
Well, they step up in the minor matches, but do they step up when we really need them? Did they step up in the Manchester derby? Did they step up against Newcastle? No, you didn't. Did they step up at Arsenal, Tottenham? No. Whoever plays, you step up, and they're not stepping up. It's absolutely. I'm not. Believe me, mate. I didn't even celebrate the goal because
really you didn't.
No, because it was a VAR check.
Right.
It was a VAR check in the ground, and it's like you say, it's
I
no
thought
one
you were
to
going to say you didn't celebrate the goal because you're that annoyed at the performance.
Well, I say you're more relieved, but it's like I didn't celebrate the goal because Luton were appealing for the VAR check. And like I say, everyone's booing. I'm just not entertained at all.
You're not entertained.
No, nobody is.
Is there anyone you? I mean, you don't have to. I don't. You know, it's your choice. Is there anyone who you think is emerging with credit from these games? Because it's 4 wins.
Hojlund. That's it. Hojlund's the only one who I look to as a spark, and he's the only one in that side who would get into any of that top 4 side.
You reckon?
Yeah, he would, because the rest of them, they're bang average. They're not bad. They're just bang average players in a mid-table team at a mid-table club amidst all this carnage. And it makes me wonder what we did last season. Was it because we were good, or was it because everybody was that bad?
I understand your point with Hojlund, and I agree with you to a certain extent. But it does worry me a little bit, the fact that he's not scoring in the Premier League.
Well, he's not supplying him.
But he's had chances today, didn't he? I mean, he had a chance for 3 yards out.
Well, he had a chance 3 yards out. He had one chance against Sheffield United. He had a chance.
I know he's not had chances before today, but he's had a chance today.
But he's not been supplied, Jay.
Yeah.
He's not been supplied. You put it in for him on the plate, and he'll score. He'll get in around the box.
He's done it in Europe. My worry is, I'm not criticising again. I worry because it keeps happening in the Premier League and it becomes a thing.
You see a thing. Rashford played the ball in today.
It's not. You know,
Rashford played the ball. Oh, you sound like Graham Souness, mate. He's like you basically you're hammering on the kid, and he's not doing anything wrong.
You're not listening to me. I've literally said I'm not. My worry is he's not scoring goals. It gets to you. He's not scoring goals in the Premier League. I think it's getting to him because you're looking at that kid there, and he's not scoring in the Premier League. Yet he's scoring in the Champions League, much harder chances, or he's getting in positions and getting the ball. We saw it in the Premier League today. It's just not happening for him, and now he's got an injury. That's my concern.
It's like he's not being supplied. I'm sick of it. You put the ball in. United are based on wingers. They're not even going to the byline, crossing it in. The one time today, like we said, we did it. Rashford did it. It was a good chance, and he didn't take it fair enough. And other chances, I've seen it happen. You put the ball in on the crosses. Anthony, come on, again, nothing there. Like you say, Garnacho today, nothing there. He did okay, but Garnacho.
Marcus with a good chance.
Yeah. Garnacho today, just running. Put the ball in. That's all you got to do. It was like trying to pick a pass.
So you're not worried at all about his lack of goals in the Premier League?
No, I think it will come, but you got to start putting the ball in. He is like a Van Nistelrooy type player, Harry Kane, in around that box. You've seen the goals he scored Wednesday. It's in him, but you got to start supplying. Garnacho makes a shot on Wednesday. He's there, he's in around the box, feeding off any scraps, and he makes it 2-0. He's in around the box. It was a tap-in, yeah. Both have been tap-ins for him. And you think about the goal he did against Galatasaray, that was all down to himself, feeding on a mistake. And this is what the players have got to do. They've got to start giving him the chances. You give him the ball, he will score. You put it in.
I agree with you. If he gets chances, he'll score. My worry is it's dragging on for him in the Premier League. And that gets, I'm sorry, it gets in your head after a while. And I'm worried it's going to get in his head because it's been so long. Because what we're in now in November, and he's still waiting for that one Premier League goal, and he's been unlucky. I thought he was unlucky against Brighton.
To be fair, mate, if you remember, he didn't start till his third game in because he had a back injury. We didn't have him till Arsenal, and even then he came back. He came in and he caused problems. So yeah, he's in and around the box. He's a fox in a box. But
what do you think is going to change then, though? Because you're saying everything that's wrong. What's going to change for him?
I don't know, mate. What's going to happen off the pitch next week, maybe? I don't know.
What would you do in terms of... Because you're saying, like, give him the chances, get him the chances. And I agree he needs more chances.
Play more direct. Play with wingers.
What would you do then? What would you change?
Honestly, maybe go back to the old ways. Look, we're not Fergie's Man United. But Man United has always been based on attacking wingers through the years. And like I say, put the wingers... Like even Stevie Coppell. Remember, my dad used to teach me that.
I understand, but we haven't got Stevie Coppell, so who'd you play? Because you've told me now... Week in, week out, Rashford's not up to it. Garnacho, you questioning. Who do you play then? Anthony, you don't
I don't know.
Who do you play to give this kid the chances?
Maybe the answer's there. Just put the ball in. Just put a cross in.
With who though? With which wingers?
Maybe Palestri, Garnacho. They've got to know when to put the cross in. It's only occasionally they'll make a cross and make it right. Like today, they seen it with Rashford. The one time it was good.
So would you take Rashford out? You'd take maybe Garnacho out?
I really don't know. I can't answer any of that questions. Say? Maybe like you keep playing him and maybe let's say put the cross in, go to the byline cross. And that's what I want to see. There's nothing there. It's side to side to side, put it in, side to side to side, put it in. There's nothing there today. There are two best players for me today. I'll say Maguire and Scott McTominay.
Well, that's what I was saying to you before, though. Those are players that were the forgotten people.
Yeah.
And I know you're saying, well, they're just doing it against rubbish teams, but I think they deserve credit.
I'll give them credit.
Because you said, they've got to do it against, they didn't do it against Newcastle, they didn't do it against Liverpool. But they are stepping up, and these are players that were out the door. And that's my point, is like, I think they deserve a bit of credit because we've given up on them, and they've turned it around. So my point that I'm sort of getting towards is some of the other players that we've given up on, or that some of the other players that you've think they're not good enough or whatever, just think there's a way that they could turn it around. Because let's face facts, if Maguire and McTominay and Lindelof to a certain degree even today can turn it around, do you feel like the others can, or do you think that it's a bit of a lost cause?
I know confidence is low. Everyone's damaged, and like you say, there may be a team unity there, but it may be in a dressing room, but you don't see it on the pitch. I still see 11 individuals who look at each other who say, can you do something? Or do you want me to do something? Why don't you do something? I don't know what to do. What about you? It's just passing the buck every time. When you see a good ball, I see Bruno today looking up. You could see it. Play the pass. Rashford's running down the channel. He doesn't play the pass. It's about individual. It's making the right decision at the right time, and it may just drop like that and we start free flowing. And you've seen what we could do Wednesday. But I don't know when it's going to come, mate. I really don't know when it's going to come. And it's sad to see. I want to be entertained. And but this Man United side is not entertaining this season, and it's sad to see. And that's all I can say. I'm not angry. I'm just like deeply disappointed.
It's a running theme, though, isn't it? Because I think last time we were talking, you said you was not angry, you was disappointed. And it feels like that is
anything we did last season is just disappeared. That's it. It's evaporated, and we're back to where we was under Ole. That type of play. Well, with Radnick. I mean, that Radnick style.
Jesus wept. Ralph Ragnick style. That says it all. Thanks, Andy. Hopefully, we'll be more direct. We'll give more service to Rasmus Hojlund. Some of these players that aren't up to it will turn it around. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Go and check out Andy. You know where to find him on your socials. You know where to find me as well. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. That's been Andy Tate. I've been Jay Motti. This has been a review of what Andy called a lacklustre performance. Get involved in the comments. Let us know if you agree. Thanks for watching.